Welcome back to the Stephen Knight Show. Our next guest is a soulful R&B pop singer, songwriter, actor, fashion designer, entrepreneur, and producer known for her unique power vocals, original tracks, and cinematic music videos. She recently released her new single, My Best, as a follow-up to her top 20 R&B single, Good Woman. Please help me welcome the super talented Tanya Nolan. Welcome to the show.
Oh, wow. Thank you for the intro. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely, absolutely. So listen, you grew up in Galveston, Texas. Is that correct?
That is correct.
I've been to Galveston one time. It was back in like 2014. I was just on the water. The food was amazing. How was it like coming from that? Because there's a lot of culture and history in Galveston. How was it like growing up there? And how did it influence your music?
Well, Galveston is an island. It was fun times, playing with my cousins, sisters, things like that. Just a great childhood when it comes to, the outdoors and things like that. Nothing really special.
Right.
Yeah, but it's good. It's good. It's Galveston. It's home. It's home.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So when did you first fall in love with music and know that you wanted to pursue music?
Music found me. Music actually found me. I asked my mom, I told her that I wanted to make some extra money, and I asked permission to get a job. I was 15 years old. And she was like, yes. And she handed me the newspaper, the Galveston Daily News. It was a gentleman looking for a female vocalist named Willie Turner. He also goes by the name of Dello. He owned the band Down to Earth Band. I auditioned over the phone. I do not remember which song that I auditioned with, but I made the cut. He asked me my age. I told him 15. He was like, I need to speak to your mom. My mom I had to go audition in person. He wanted to make sure it was me. I had no idea that I could sing. I was just shooting my shot. I didn't start out in the church or anything like that. I was like, okay, I was just gonna call down the line. I wanted a job. And it started, that's how it started. And I've been doing it ever since then.
Awesome. Well, I know some of your early influences were Prince, Michael Jackson, and artists like that. How did you, because a lot of artists, we have people that we, love growing up or grew up listening to, and then we have to develop our own sound. How did you develop your own sound, with those influences?
I'm not sure if I developed my own sound just yet. I'm guessing. Well, you know what? Let me fix that. Just by being true to myself, I did a lot of copy tunes. Singing in nightclubs and private events, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And then I started branching off into doing originals. Home studios. I remember the 8-track. I'm like, wow, that's me. It's all of that, got excited about it. I'm like, that really me. So it started from there, and it started developing. By each producer brings something different. Their sound is different, and then with my sound being with theirs, I'm not sure how to actually answer your question. It really just is.
Right. And I know you do a lot of different genre, but Diddy recently, he had the internet on fire when he declared that R&B music was dead. Everybody from Chris Brown to, I just saw some Walker, she played the Day After Day song from Set It Off. Listen to the interview. What do you think about that? Because he did later come out recently and said he was just trying to create a conversation about R&B music. He must have been. And highlight R&B music is important for the culture. But when you heard him say that, what were your thoughts?
This must be a joke. He knows better. He has to be joking. This must be a joke. He must come in with part 2 after this. And that part 2, I didn't mean that. I was just R&B is not dead. It will never be dead. I mean, think about everybody who's trying to adapt our sounds. I'm just saying. We bring it and then they steal it.
And that's what Mary J. Blige said. She said R&B is popular when white people sing R&B music.
Well, like I said, when we bring it, they steal it.
Yeah, and that's what happens beginning of time.
Yeah, I'm not trying not to say too much.
Right, because we love everybody. Well, you arrived on the national stage with the release of your R&B record, No Pressure. The record landed on the top 40 radio stations across America, including Music Choice and iHeartRadio. So when you released that record, did you know that was to be your breakout?
I had no idea, the No Pressure, the Bruce Bang remix, I even love the video. I didn't know, I was just hoping for the best.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's a great start. It's a great start.
Mm-hmm. How do you decide what single you're going to release? How do you decide that?
How does it make me feel? Do I like it? And I'm glad you asked that question as well, because even when it comes to my album, that's probably one of your next questions. It's coming out in February. I decided I'm not going to have a listening party. I know that's probably going against the quote unquote rules.
Yeah.
That, hey, it's the listeners, it's what they want. There's some truth in that, but it's also what I want. So when it comes to it, I'm going to pick out my own tunes that I want on my album, and hoping that my followers and fans like the choices. So that's what I'm going to do this go round.
Absolutely.
Not be a listening party. So that's just me breaking the rules because I want to and I can.
Is that your philosophy about making your own rules and doing it your way?
Yes, it's good to have rules in place. That is true. But when it comes to music, just like James Brown, for an example, when I seen that show, I forgot the name of that show, but it was so funny. It was a guy, he was telling James, that's not the right note. James like, I don't care. It's the right, it sounds right to me. It's the right note. It sounds right to me. It's the right note.
Exactly.
Everything doesn't have to be musically correct. All these, who made up that rule? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I get to write my own story. I have freedom. It feels good to be able to make my own choices and do what I want to do versus somebody telling me what I should do.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
That's how I feel about it.
Well, last March, your fall release, Smile on My Face.
Oh.
That rose up within 2.5 weeks, went from 120 on the charts to 43.
Mm-hmm.
And it went on Billboard's charts. The most added record, top 5 under Jennifer Hudson. Her song, Ain't No Mountain High Enough.
Uh-huh.
It was like you released the Smile on My Face. Well, you released, No Pressure, then Smile on My Face, and it continued to. What were your thoughts at that point last year?
I was
Especially coming after the pandemic.
I was happy because, I'm like, okay, my brand is getting exposed, my music is being heard, and Jennifer Hudson is incredible. It felt good to be in the same space of her, per se, but Smile on My Face is a true story.
Yeah.
Every single lyric, you're gonna have to listen to it. So the video for that was easily made because it was easy to follow the verses. So no, I was it felt good being in that company.
Yeah, most definitely. And when you're writing your music, your songs, is it easy to be vulnerable? Is it easy to talk about personal things or personal experiences, or is that where you draw it from?
Yeah, it's very easy because I want them to know, I want them to have an authentic Tanya Nolan song, knowing that it's truly coming from me and I'm exposing myself. That's a lot for me because I'm so private, and I don't like to call myself an introvert, but I know me, I'm my own up to it, and I'm trying to be better at it. So by me just putting all the juice, all my business out there from things that have happened in my life is a big deal. It's a big deal.
Yeah.
Because I'm sharing parts of me that's nobody's business.
Right. And what's your sign, by the way?
I'm Capricorn. December 24th. Okay. Christmas Eve. Yes.
Okay. I like asking that when I interview people just to get my mind what's kind of going on behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Well, your last single, Good Woman, which is charting top 20s, Billboard. I mean, I can't keep up with you, R&B charts. Playing on Sirius XM, Music Choice, Pandora. I mean, it's all everywhere. just continue that success, to continue that growth in your career. And now you're following it up with the new single, My Best. Tell us about My Best and why you chose this song.
My Best was produced by Corey Moe. He's a dope producer. And he presented me the song, and I fell in love with it. And I'm like, we gotta go with this. So it's co-written by myself and a young lady named Kiara. She is super, super talented. And the song just makes you feel good. It's the continuation after Good Woman. So they're roller skating to it. I got some steppers and doing some things to it in the club. I'm getting tagged in these and tagged with the steppers and the line dancers and in different parts of the country. My Best is a feel good song, and all the vocals, background vocals, all vocals, it's all me.
Okay. Well, we already know the talent is there. So how do you, I know you're working on your new album. You said it'll be out in February?
Yes, sir. Yes.
How will you know when, okay, it's ready, it's done, and it's ready to be released? How will you, what will that feel like? How will you know that?
Well, pretty much. The only reason why I'm dragging it out to February, because I have plenty that I'm like, okay, it's ready now. It's just that I'm working with some other producers that I haven't recorded the songs just as of yet. So it's like I want to make sure that I'm satisfied completely with the selections, because I'm going to pick between 12 to 15 songs to put on the album.
Nice, a good full album.
Yes.
Yeah. Who do you listen to other than, I know it's when you're working on your own music, it's kind of hard to get into other music, but who do you listen to today?
I mean, I like a lot of easy listening, but today I still listen to Minnie Riperton, Teddy Pendergrass, George Michael, and some of the individuals of today is Jasmine Sullivan.
Yes.
She's super talented. Layla Hathaway, Lettucey. I listen to them. I even like the Weeknd. Yeah.
What do you want your fans and even new fans to know about you as an artist and what your music means to you?
That when they hear a Tanya Nolan record, that it is really me. The influence is off of my true experiences, and that it's full of emotions, and most importantly, it is full of truth.
Absolutely. I get that from you. Where can everybody keep up with all the great things that are coming down the pipeline in your career?
You guys can follow me on Instagram. It is I am Tanya Nolan. Tanya with an A. It's not pronounced Tanya Nolan. My mother said the A is silent, so I'm going with that. It is I am Tanya Nolan on Facebook, TikTok, Twitch, LinkedIn. Just type in Tanya Nolan and it will lead you to my music.
Listen, our thanks go out to Tanya Nolan for joining us tonight. Her new single, My Best, is available wherever you buy your music. And for more information, you can go to our website, thestephenknightshow.com, and we'll be right back after this. Thank you, Tanya.
You're welcome.